How many times have you left a conference inspired, but done absolutely nothing with the knowledge you collected? It's not because you are lazy or unmotivated. Sometimes this is because there is something hidden, invisible. What can you stop moving forward? We are going to talk about those blocks today, and the presentation is also about how much power you have over those blocks so you can actually stop sabotaging yourself and create results. The goal of the presentation is give you much more than just knowledge. There is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path, as we know from the movie. Everyone experiences that sometimes you have all the resources, everything is available, every tool is there, every software is there, but you still not do what you are supposed to do. Let's say you have a task in your job which is out of your regular daily routine, and you got everything. Everything is on the table, but it's still not moving. Sometimes you probably blame your motivation, but as is your job, you should have some motivation already in place. So that's a sign that you have probably some blocks which prevents you moving forward. Before we go into details, let me tell you that those blocks are really general. Everyone has those blocks, so don't blame yourself. It's absolutely natural. And most probably after the presentation, you will have some tools to handle those. But let me start with a question. Why are you here? What's your reason for being here at this conference? Probably you say, I want to make connections, I want to have fun, visit a nice town, learn something, or I just want to be away from work and family. That's also fine. No judging. Every reason is a good reason. You are at the right place at the right time. No problem. So I'm not judging. Please take your phones and use your question functionality. And please tell me through that your reason being here. Why are you here? Put it there, please, right now.
Event is currently not running, so we will do it differently.
Okay,
so you will
fine.
shout, and I will try to translate.
Thanks.
So ask your question and then see the answers.
Okay, what's your reason being here? Shout it out.
Learning.
Learn, perfect. What else? Please, louder. Networking.
Okay, tell me and I will translate. To be in Budapest. Okay, nice.
Perfect.
Others?
Be honest, guys.
Be honest. Why are you here today? Because the company paid for. Nice answer. Other
That's
answers?
a good reason. That's another good reason. That's fine.
Because it's inspiring. You don't want to have meetings today. Okay, it's also a good answer. Other more inspiring answers, maybe?
Okay.
Why are you here today? Why are you here today? Okay, he doesn't know.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Probably it's enough. Thank you. Thank you for the help. That's great. So it looks like that even the researchers' papers say the same. So it's not a really surprise. Everyone goes for conferences just for the same reason you mentioned. And let me find a kind of pattern in your reasons. Most probably there is a kind of change you want to create out of the experience here. You want to collect knowledge, information, and you haven't really mentioned that, but I know that there is some other reasons, like probably you are looking for another opportunity, another job. There are many companies here, and probably you want to check out what's on the market. It's also a good reason. So the common pattern is here that you want some kind of change. And as I mentioned earlier, sometimes there is a block moving forward and do something with the opportunities. Let me categorize the blocks first. Let me create only two categories to make it simple. The first one, external blocks. We already mentioned a little bit those. Money, time, opportunity, and you can name a lot of other factors. Sometimes they are there. Sometimes we are just blaming those factors. We already have that, and we are saying that it's not enough, but sometimes it is. Here are the internal blocks. What prevents you moving forward, even if you have everything available, which could be an external block. What can we do about those? It's a scientific fact that if you are able to identify and name those blocks, it already helps. So that's why I try to help you to find out whether you have those blocks or not, and probably we can even do more about those. I will also recommend a couple of questions, what you can ask from yourself, and you can start to work on your mental blocks using those questions. You will understand how those questions work, and through a lot of examples. You can modify those questions and even create your own question to make the whole process working for you. Let's start with the first one, assumption. It appears like you don't want to do something because you have already tried several times, 100 times, and it doesn't work. Let's say you want to persuade your boss, and you had many discussions with your boss, and nothing really happens. Assumption here is if you try it again, as nothing has changed, the result will be the same. So you don't want to try it. It works in your private life, obviously, also. Probably you already had debates with your spouse, your husband, wife, and you don't want to go into the same debate again because you already know what's going to happen and what will be the end result. So what can we do? The recommended question here is, what makes you think it will be the same again? You don't know what could change meanwhile. However, you cannot be sure. But you can be sure about one thing, what you can really change. It's yourself, obviously. It's a really good sign that you are sitting here and you are participating, because it's a good sign that you are willing to change. You are here to collect some information, collect experience, so you are changing. The other way to do that is to change your attitude. You can use your attitude to approach the same situation in a different way. We are not going to cover that possibility today, but it's also a real possibility. Interpretation. It's a really great one. As humans, we are really like stories. We create stories a lot and use those stories. And we create stories even if we don't know enough information for that. Sometimes we create the full story, however, we don't know almost nothing about the reality. The problem here, obviously, is that you create a story, you start to react to that story, you start to make decisions based on that story without knowing the reality. What can we do about this? Change perspective. What would someone else say about the same story? Let me give you an example. Let's say you are going for a promotion and you don't get it. Most probably, you will create a story why it happened. You start sentences like, oh, I know what's going on. I know this has happened, and you finish the sentence with your own story. So by changing perspective, you can put yourself into someone else's shoes and look at the situation from another perspective and make much better decision on that. And obviously, you can collect more information also. Limiting belief. I really like this one. However, it works sometimes in a hidden way. It's a belief system saying that something can happen in only one way. There is only one way how it can happen. To give you an example, you want to get a job at a company, and you believe that the only way to get that job, to have a connection, to have a friend there. Or there is a much more common one. The only way to make money is to work really hard. Those limiting belief systems work even if it sounds kind of ridiculous. Because you can give me a lot of examples when someone doesn't really work hard but still get a lot of money. Let me give you a story again. A couple of months ago, I gave a similar talk, and one of the organizers came to me. And he said that he was looking for a job that time. And he just realized that he is not even open job descriptions over the job level he's occupied that time. And he did it basically unconsciously. It was so automatic for him that he wasn't really realizing that he is not considering those type of job descriptions. After the talk, he started to read those job descriptions, and finally he was able to find really good opportunities. So the question can be, what makes this true for you? It's sometimes, as I mentioned, not really easy to find that limiting beliefs, but try to do so. Gremlin. That's my favorite one, because it always works behind the curtains, and it's extremely strong. This gremlin, it's a little creature. Everyone has a gremlin. However, sometimes it doesn't have really huge impact on your life, but it's still there. This gremlin has one message, and only one message, that you are not good enough. And it's not about your skills. It's not about your experiences, but it's about you as a person. So unfortunately, it's not really possible to feed your gremlin with more knowledge and more experience and more exercise and whatever, because it will be there always. It can be so strong that the gremlin can be the source of imposter syndrome also. Because the gremlin says something, don't go for that because you are not good enough. Probably you are strong enough to still do that and reach that goal. But the gremlin reaches out to you and still say, you are not good enough. You are not deserving it. You are a fake. And you feel guilty. So that strong it can be sometimes, and it can be really hidden. So what can we do about it? You can start to separate your gremlin within your personality and start to communicate with. Like, what do you want to say to your gremlin next time it appears? At this point, let me ask you to do it together. I need 3 volunteers now who is started to feel something about his or her gremlin. So please come on stage. It will be great fun, I promise. I need 3 volunteers. 3 guys. This is your time. Come on. Perfect. Thank you. Give a huge applause for them. Thank you. One more, please. Come on stage. They are really brave. Thank you very much for being so open. Let me wait for the 3rd one. And meanwhile you are coming, I have a really good news to you, because your gremlin will be on stage today. Here it comes. Give a huge applause to my lovely assistant. Okay, thank you very much.
I give my...
Oh, thank you. It's even better. It's even better if it falls.
No, it falls.
Okay, that's fine. Cool. So thank you very much. So let me ask you the first question. How do you call your gremlin? What's the name of your gremlin?
It's the same name I call myself when I was younger, and it's Manona.
Hopefully it's not your mother-in-law name, but thank you. Perfect. Okay, and what does your gremlin particularly say to you, meaning that you are not good enough?
Just let it pass. Don't say anything now, and stay silent. And it always ends up bad on my side, because staying silent and not saying my side of story, it doesn't end up good anyways.
Thank you very much. Now, please come a little bit forward. Here. Yeah, somewhere there. Look into its eyes. And please tell us, what do you want to say to your gremlin?
Just let me be. And I think I'm better without you. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. It's really powerful. Thank you very much. You can go back to your seat. Same question. What's the name of your gremlin?
I think it's the same name what I have right now. The name is no difference. It's just the difference in speaking, how the gremlin's way of thoughts are there and what's mine.
Can you repeat the question?
No, so I'm saying that the name is same, but the way of saying thoughts is different. So I always get, okay, this is not me who is speaking, the original, but the gremlin is speaking.
Can you tell us, can you say the name in the two ways, how you hear it?
Okay. So if I'm going to do a task, that's me, Nishu, is going to do a task and is like, okay, I can try at least that task if I'm not that pro into it. But the gremlins say, no, if you haven't tried any time, how are you going to do it? It's like you haven't tried, so you don't have that knowledge about it. But that's the thing where me comes and I say, at least the try word I have in my words, right? So that's where it motivates me, right?
Sounds really perfect. So please come forward. The same task, look into its eye and say what you want to say to it.
Next time, think before you come, because I will never get demotivated.
Thank you, perfect. Okay, so what's the name of your gremlin?
Well, I haven't given it the honor yet to name it. Self-doubt is a very good match, to be honest. And yeah, it haunts me every now and then. What should I add?
Okay, thank you very much. So, same task. Come forward. Look into its eyes and say loud what you want to say to it.
First of all, it looks like a card from Magic the Gathering that I used to play, for everyone who knows. Secondly, you may hurt me sometimes emotionally. The thing is that I've came to this spot where I am without having any previous experience. So even if I don't understand something, coding-wise, I'm still managing to do my job one way or another. So hopefully I'll defeat you at some point.
Thank you very much. Stay here. Stay here because you're going to have even more fun. As you probably know, every psychological construct, like fear or gremlin, has its reason for existence. And sometimes there's a good reason for that. So the gremlin has its reason, a good reason. On one hand, the gremlins say, you are not good enough. But on the other hand, most of the time, the gremlin also protects you against something. The question is, what does your gremlin protect you from? So think about that, and please tell us, what do you think? What does your gremlin protect you from?
That's not a very easy question, if I want to be honest. You could say, in a way, that it protects me from overwhelming myself with too much information, for example. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's really powerful. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can go back to your seats. Huge applause to the guy. 6 steps process. So this is what we've done, basically. Little pause, identify your mental block, review it, replace it, just as we did with the gremlin, and practice. Practice means iteration. That's the well-known iteration. Everyone knows that. So if you start to work with those questions, the question shouldn't be perfect for the first sight, for the first try. But try it next time. Try it again. And make it work for you. So this is what means practice. And if you feel like, just get help. Probably you say that it's a kind of weird stuff, and you don't want to do that. And probably it's not even possible for you. It's okay if you feel like that. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Let me give you an example how you can make impossible possible by changing your perspective. Everyone knows that it's not really possible to travel faster than the speed of light. I can tell you that it is possible. Probably you ask how. Let me give you a little bit more detail to that law. Nothing can travel faster than the speed of light in vacuum. So we are talking about the vacuum speed of light. That's the ultimate limit. Nothing can travel faster than that. But light travels much slower in a medium, in glass or water. So theoretically, something, let's say a particle, can travel faster than the speed of light in glass or water. And actually it happens. And do you know what happens when the particle travels faster than the speed of light in the glass? It emits light. So you can see it with your own eyes. So if a charged particle breaks the rule and travels faster than the speed of light, it shines. So when you are able to identify your mental blocks and you start working on those, you will shine, just like the charged particle. Because you are breaking the rule. Shine, people, shine. Thank you very much.
I will step next to you, in between you and the gremlin. Okay, Peter, do we have any questions? If not yet, then let's start with mine. Okay, you are an attitude professional, we can say. So you base your coaching around attitude. So what is your understanding of attitude?
Yes, there's a kind of common process. There is a situation, you have a couple of feelings around that, then you have an attitude, then you act. It's kind of general, but sometimes it happens really automatically, and you not even realize that. So you have a freedom to change your attitude. What you can change in the process is your attitude. Like there is a situation, you have a debate with your boss, and or you humble in front of your boss all the time. This is a common pattern for you. What you can do about that? You can change your attitude. Probably you don't change your feelings, but you can change how you approach your boss next time. So this is what I mean by attitude.
As I said to you, that 100% attitude is a good is a good stuff to think about because it's not everything is inside of us. So it depends on us how do we treat the problems and the mental blocks.
Just let me add something to that. So just give you some examples. Let's take this example. You want to talk to your boss and you're always humble. You can change that. Like you say to yourself, no, I want to fight. I choose the fighting attitude right now. Or now I want to cooperate. So this is how I want to turn to the situation I need to talk to my boss. Or you want to let the boss teach you something. Or you want to teach something. So these are the common examples of that.
One more question. Is laziness a mental block?
Yes, it's a really great question. Thank you. Yeah, yes, you can say that. It's also a mental block. However, I don't really like that because if you say that you are lazy, it looks like you stop the process. That's it, I'm lazy. What can I do about it? Probably I can force myself, but tomorrow you will be lazy again. So that's why I don't really like this approach, but yes, I accept it, I'm not judging it. If you want to treat your mental block like laziness, that's okay, that's fine also. But if you want to move forward and do something about that really, and you want some real change, probably you want to identify what kind of mental block it could be and start to work on that.
Okay, seeing that we are running out of time, I would like to ask another warm round of applause for Péter and the Gremlin. So thank you very much.
Thank you.